How's it, guys? JP here from J&M Rodents, making our first YouTube videos. So just want to let you guys know there's no editing, there's nothing here. I haven't got any of that stuff. I just thought, you know what, I just want to share something with everybody out there on how we breed African soft furs. Obviously, this isn't going to be our last video. It's going to be it's just the first of many. But I wanted to share our knowledge, share sort of what works for us, for the people out there. And yeah, go with that. So yes, I'm going to be blagging this whole video, literally going through things as they come through my mind. So if there's nothing planned, there's nothing rehearsed. This is just us on a day. So yes, J&M Rodents started around about between 8 and 10 months ago, beginning of lockdown in South Africa. The J, obviously JP, and the M is for Marjorie. Marjorie is my mother. She's supposed to be a silent partner, but trust me, behind the scenes, she's not very silent. So yes, we started with rats, we started with mice, and decided we want to give something quality out there to the guys that breed reptiles. So with me, I've kept snakes for plus minus 30 years, and I believe that what goes into your snake, or should I say into your rodent or your feeder rodent, is what goes into your snake. So quality versus quality, and that is what we are here to do. We got our ASFs from Mutation Domination, which is Dwayne Berger, as well as Ruan Carlitz, and he is Pride Breeds Passion ball pythons in Krugersdorp area. And yeah, so we got 3 little colonies from them, a total of about 15 of them, and of that we put 4 females to 1 male. We had 3 colonies, we kept back some babies. I did recently purchase a couple more males just to add into it, new blood, etc. And obviously go for the color variation, because we've got naturally over here like the sort of grey and white, brown and white, and I wanted to get the pure browns, I wanted to get the pure whites, and I'm also looking out for the black ones, so I'd like to keep like sort of a variety. Also, at the moment, we're sitting with around about 120 colonies now. So we take out or pull around about 400, 500 multis a week. And that is obviously what we grow on and then sell to our clients. We deliver to like Pretoria and Centurion every Saturday. And we've got quite a large client base there at the moment. And they love the multis. A lot of guys that 3-4 months ago were only purchasing rats and mice from us are now purchasing multis as well, because they've noticed that the multis are actually making their reptiles grow quicker. I think it's just more nutrition. Nothing's been proven, there's no scientific facts, but you know what, the whole multis are chocolates and they're sweets. Yes, they are. It's the natural food of the ball python from West Africa. This is what they eat in the wild. So when you've got a ball python that doesn't want to eat or refuses a meal, look, it happens. 80% of the time they're going to take a multi. And I've got snakes over here that eat multis, rats and mice. All of my ball pythons for that matter. I've got 28 of them. And yeah, so the people you always got the haters out there. You're always going to have haters when you are breeding rodents. You've always got that competition. And you know what? Give the best quality, give the best price, give the best service. That's all I can say. If you've got top-notch rodents, people are going to pay you that extra buck for a decent rodent. But also keep your prices sort of minimal. Don't raise your prices when everybody else raises their prices, because you're going to lose customers. Keep your clients happy. That's all I'm saying. Also, we sort of feed our rodents, well, our African soft furs, we feed them sort of like a meaty dog food. We feed them a little bit of sunflower seed, well, only once a week when we clean their cages. And that's just to encourage the whole foraging thing, where they have to go and search through the stuff and eat. We also give them like sort of fresh fruit and veg like every second day. The fresh fruit and veg are just literally like sort of carrots and apple and a little bit of lettuce, a little bit of cabbage, stuff like that. We try and stay away from your citrusy stuff, because citrus is, as far as I'm aware, not too good for your rodents. On a Friday, for instance, we cook up a big meal for the dogs. So we do petsmints and rice, or petsmints and pasta and stuff like that. So I'll go and I'll take a tablespoon and I'll put it in on every single cage. As far as I'm aware, they're omnivores. Omnivores like meat as well. So we give them a little bit of that petsmints. And the petsmints I have found in my collection, they don't eat their babies as much because they're not craving that meat. I could be proven wrong, but it works for me. So let's just jump into it. We clean our cages once a week. We use a normal pine shaving, which I'll show you soon. And we use a product called Carbodust from Effecto. This product is by far the best that we've found so far. It stops mites and fleas and ticks and things like that on your rodents. They don't scratch as much. We haven't found any problems with it on our snakes. We do obviously do it like on a Monday, and we'll do our deliveries on a Saturday. So there's almost a whole week before sort of the snake gets hold of the food. I'll use an example quickly. So if I take out this cage, we use what they call the V wire cage. These come from Sam's Wire. They're in Johannesburg. As soon as I learn how to do this whole link in the description thing, I'll put that in there. And give you an example. So the lids come off like that. So their food is in there. Obviously, we put everything on the top. When we feed, we also use a water bottle somewhat similar to that. Well, that is it. We do a small hole in the top, which is about the size of a toothpick. And obviously, that water bottle works sort of like on a gravity sort of feed. If I show you, you turn it around, not much of a drip. And if they lick on it, don't know if you can see it on the camera, the liquid comes out. Bottle like that averages in around about 3-4 days in a cage, depending on how many Maltese you've got in that cage. Like I said, we've got more like your grey and white sort of Maltese. And that's sort of one of our cages. Oh, can't really see much. Turn around. So that's just a standard group of Maltese. Just going to show you what a pregnant Maltese looks like. That's sort of a pregnant Maltese. And also pine shavings, normal pine shavings. And then obviously the Carbodust that we put into these cages. So we sort of focus on the grey and white Maltese because those are the ones that are most popular in South Africa. We also have, if I can find the cage, some more Maltese over here. We run Maltese in around about 1 male to sort of 5 females per cage. They're very nippy. They are known obviously as the devil dogs in America. We've got the all brown. We've got the, oh, it's gonna nip me. Another pregnant female, brown with a white stripe. And then just as an example, that's what a pregnant female looks like. They're called the multi-mammute because of, or mammate, because of the mammary glands. They have more than any other rodent that I'm aware of. And they have the average sort of between all of my collections around about 12 to sort of 16, 18 babies, some females. So they are amazing, actually. They are nippy, but we've been trying to breed the nippiness out of them. So a lot of ours, except for our breeding females, obviously, they are very, very, very protective over their young. We don't go into any sort of extra stuff on their cages. We don't put in hides, we don't put in grass. We keep it basic, we keep it hygienic. We want to make it as easy as possible and as comfortable as possible. The room I keep them in is just literally a room. It is just Maltese in here, and then we've got about sort of 20 hamsters in cages as well. I don't keep my mice in here. We used to. I've pulled them out, and I found that since we've removed the mice and the rats from this room, we've got a few rats, but we actually found that the Maltese are less stressed and they breed a bit better. The room is dark most of the time. We've only got like the one door, and the room stays kind of warm. So we breed Maltese year round. We don't really have an issue around, around about the winter time. Most people do. So I'm going to, like I said, no editing. I'm just going to come and fetch the camera, and I'm going to show you sort of how a bit of my shed. So if you look, this is sort of how we breed our Maltese. All of them are the V cages, and obviously I've designed a few of my own. And then we'll bring it out this way. So these are babies that we have pulled today. Don't even know if you can see. Let me try and get this thing down. So there's a couple of Maltese. There's fruit and veg. And there's another bin. And those are Maltese. So I use these sort of, I don't even know what the gallon drum sort of situation is. So yes, I use the half drums. I cut them, I designed them myself, cut them in half. Just one day, an idea. You know what, other rodent breeders might want to use that idea, and I don't feel bad about it, but give credit where credit is due. Other than that, it works for me. We've been using this sort of idea for a while now. I find that the Maltese breed better in sort of these V-tubs. They chew through anything. If you give them a chance to chew, if a piece of plastic has an edge, they will find a way out. So Maltese are amazing, in my words. I just feel that they're good. I feel they are good nourishment for your reptile, especially the ball python. Not to say that only the ball python can eat them, other snakes can too, but I would vary up the diet. So if you have a ball python that is a bit tricky to feed, offer it a multi. If not, stick to your rats and mice, whatever works for you. So yes, J&M rodents, like I said, we've been going for about 8 to 10 months now. We keep our multis obviously on their own in a shed, and we supply quite a few people. We will be doing more videos. My next video will obviously be around about my rats. We keep around about 1,400 female breeding rats, and then we've also got around about 1,200 breeding mice that we also supply to the market. We also do a few hamsters, so there'll be videos coming out with regards to hamsters, mice, rats, the gerbils, we do them as well. And then we'll also start focusing on a few of the reptiles. We do ball pythons and corn snakes. I've got a few rescue snakes as well, which is the Burmese python, the house snakes, a couple of boas, and we'll carry on with that. But other than that, guys, you know what? Hopefully you guys will stick around, follow us in our journey, and yeah, we are new, so learn with us. I haven't bred ball pythons before in my life. I've decided around about two months ago to breed ball pythons, and so if you want to, follow us. Let's see what we can do. I've got 28 ball pythons now, and I'm hoping to breed something nice in the next the next breeding season. We've got sort of assistance and help from Pride Breeds Passion, from Mutation Domination, from Fusion Morphs. To mention but a few, there's so many ball python breeders in South Africa that are quality people. People like Rassi, Erasmus, Wok, all those people are here. We've got people in Durban, Cape Town, all over. And you know what? The community is small, but it is growing, and the people help each other like you will not believe. So let's grow together. Follow us. Let's see what happens. Cheers. Have a good one. Bye.